All right, hello Scorpios out there. Thank you so much for joining us for our first weekend reading on our channel. We're also going to be doing weekly readings soon and also monthly readings, but we're kind of building up to that right now. So we're going to just pull 3 cards for your weekend to kind of see what you have going on. Our first one is going to be in the area of general energies. Our second one is going to be any challenges or obstacles that you're facing. And our last card is going to be how you plan or what is coming into your life in order to render some kind of solution to that problem. So here in our area of general energies, we have here our Page of Wands. Here in our middle section, in the adversity that you're facing, we have our 5 of Swords. And finally, in a solution to your problems, we have the Empress card here. So I think right now the energy that you have going into this weekend, you're feeling, I say, like pretty confident with yourself. I think that the problem that you're facing right now is maybe you've successfully like dueled somebody. Maybe you've like won some kind of big fight. You've won some kind of conquest. And I think that you're feeling like a little bit of like full of yourself. I think that you have like some like wonderful ideas that you're like growing around you. Maybe you have like this like great like enterprise or like this ambition that you're striving for. And the first way in which you move towards that goal was some kind of conflict with somebody. That's what I'm kind of seeing from this. So I think right now you're feeling like a little bit smug and full of yourself, maybe for having like, you're like, oh, I've like, you know, I've beaten them, I've like championed over them. That's a little bit of a problem though. Just don't get too like, you know, it's great to feel as though like you've overcome some kind of obstacle. You know that the idea that you have within you, this kind of like new venture that you're starting, you know that it's going to render something beautiful for you in the future. But don't feel too like overconfident, because when you feel like overconfident, you can see here these 2 people like walking away. They've been beaten. You know, they're no longer assets to you. It's better to have those people in your life. Here with the Empress card, definitely this kind of like a self-satisfaction and kind of like this contentment with like the world around you, the way that things are. So I think that what this reading is kind of telling me is that you need to not focus so much on having overcome some kind of victory, having beaten some kind of people, but just focus more on like, okay, great, you've overcome them, you've struggled magnificently, you know, but focus on like what you have. The Empress card, you're kind of like rendering like your passions and stuff around you, in channeling it into like this like Page of Wands energy, I think. So I think that you're moving towards something new, and you're gonna gain more by like overcoming, not like dwelling so much on like feeling like, okay, I think that you're gonna stand to gain more by not feeling like bogged down in that energy of like having overcome somebody. So definitely recognize that you know, the world around you is great, probably because you've championed over other people. Another way to read this would be you could have been bested by somebody too. So it could be that you have like this new great enterprise, this new great idea that you're starting, but you could have been bested by somebody because of, you know, you're just kind of like lacking in experience. Maybe there's somebody who has more experience in this field. You know, like I'm starting at this tarot channel right now, and kind of overcoming like a lot of difficulties with, you know, being in front of the camera, doing readings, and just everything about it is very new to me. And I know that there are people out there who are better than me right now at doing this, but I still feel very confident that the future is bright, and I know that I'm able to like render like these new things in with the Empress card. I still have like a lot of abundance around me that I'm able to bring towards like building some kind of channel like this. So I think that there's 2 ways to read this. One way is that some of you maybe feeling a little bit too smug right now. Don't feel too smug. Focus on the good things, because that's going to be how you render your success and ambitions. And for another way, maybe you've been bested by somebody. Maybe you're feeling like a little bit down and like a little bit like, okay, maybe this isn't the place for me. Maybe like I'm just like too new to this to get started. But focus on like what you can do. I think that either way, focus on like your surroundings, your abundance, what you can bring into the world, rather than focusing on like this negative energy here in the middle. So pretty simple reading. Thank you so much for joining us, Scorpio. If this resonated with you, please subscribe and also check out your moon and rising videos.